everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I've been working all day. Kyle, if you are watching this, yes, I've been at work all day, and we miss you, buddy. I think that sometimes little ideas turn into something that takes over the whole project. I don't know why I really wanted to make something with kind of a rusty orange. Ooh, I don't need to lose those. I've been wrapping stones this morning before work, and I've got a couple of amethyst, and isn't that beautiful? That's obsidian, and that's chalcedony. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, that needs to go to the side. But I was really in the mood to make something rusty, and got started and came across an image by Dante, Gabriel, Rossetti, one of my favorite artists, and I started reading about him a little bit today. He was also a poet and inspired by John Keats, and I love the English poets. I love John Keats. That was my major in college, was literature, and especially the romantic poets. So I started thinking, there's not much more poetic than these old paintings. They're so beautiful. He seemed to have a thing for redheads. I don't mean that in a bad way, but he definitely loved to paint them. And this is Joan of Arc. Some of the others I'm not familiar with. Wait a minute. This is, can't even think now. Some of you might know. Anyway, once this journal is closer to being finished, I will definitely be including that information, and I think I'm going to put, well, I know I'm going to put some sort of reference to Rossetti, but I don't know if it'll be a tag that hangs on the journal as a charm, or, a bigger part, a smaller part of the journal. But I loved so much the way that one picture tied into the journal. I decided to go ahead and do a search and find some images to just fill this journal with these beautiful images. And I think it's so interesting that he was a poet. I did not really realize that. Somehow, I am going to put one of these images on the front. And I think for right now, I'm just going to try to figure out which one. Jason is playing inside. He's just in there jamming, and he sounds so good. I can hear the bass. He's got, he sometimes will put on a backing track or maybe play along with other music, and oh my gosh, he's just one of these that can play anything, like any key, any style. If he hears something on TV or on the radio, he can pick it up and just play with it, and I wish so much I could do that. I can't do that. But I am so fortunate to be engaged to somebody who can, and to be able to just hear that. It's such a talent. It's amazing. So I'm really liking Joan of Arc. But I don't know if I want that one on the front. That very first one we held up, I really like that one. And if I fixed that to the front, used a lot of distressing, not a lot, but well, moderate amount. Maybe even some photo corners, which goodness knows they're here somewhere. What did I do with them? Photo corners. Ooh. Well then, this could be a whole box, perhaps. Yeah. I think the old black ones would be pretty. Although I think somewhere I have some orange ones. These are vintage for sure. Look at this package. 10 cents. I protect what you collect. So they work great. They're just a little bit stuck together. I wonder how that would look on the front. And then if I got it into place and put a layer of varnish or something, or even did an encaustic, but I don't know if I want to do that because I'm going to be putting this on the shelf and, you know, pulling it off the shelf as I work in it. I don't know if I want that pointed. I almost like it better without the photo corners. What do you think? I think it might make it too sharp, but let's just try it. Well, that's, now that I have all 4 of them on there, I kind of like it. Get that all the way on. I don't know if I want to try to glue that down right now, because once I glue it down, I'm going to need to lay something on top of it to get it to really stick. But do you like that on the front? I really like that a lot. I like that too, though. Aren't they all so beautiful? And look at this one. Oh my gosh. I mean, the beauty and the inspiration is just crazy good. I don't really want the green on the front. I mean, I love that, but I wanted more of, I'm going for more of a rusty and black. So, I mean, I like that. I like the gold in that. Alrighty then. What do you think? So, you can tell I'm really going with the rusty theme, but there's also something about her, and it could be all of this black behind her, or that really dark color that's tying in with the color theme that I wanted. So I'm going to set these to the side, and tell me which one you would put on the cover. In the meantime, I'm going to do some work on the inside. Let's start out by going through, and this might end up being covered up. It probably will be covered up because she doesn't fit with what this journal is turning into, and it's okay. I'll use these again, so please don't worry. Don't anybody panic. Don't panic. It's okay to tear a page up. I'm really liking this old stuff though. That's kind of my thing anyway. I like the dragonfly. So there might be a way. We gotta get closer to her face. Otherwise it just doesn't look right. I like that. This needs to be rounded. And that's too sharp right there. There we go. So maybe, let's go ahead and put her in there. That's so pretty. I love that and that. This page needs some more grungy look. And that's a really thick paper, so it soaks it up pretty quick. Wow, it does soak it up. This looks a little bit out of place. It's just not quite rusty enough. I want it to all be tied in some way. The pages can be a little different, but this journal is a rusty journal. Okay. I dropped some alcohol ink on this page earlier. I want to put some more. I couldn't wait to grunge this up a little bit. I do like that it's sort of metallic, but it needs some little bit of a grunge, and maybe on this page like that. Before we put her on there, I think it needs some layers. Let's get some white paint, and there's still some of the ink in this brush, which is good. So that string needs to come out of there. I love creating like this when I come home from work because it helps me just let the work day go. I do love my job, but things can get kind of stressful no matter where you work. Can get really tired, and you know, this is a good way to just move on to being at home and enjoying being at home. Let's pull some of that moisture off so we can work a little more quickly. Look at that in the white paint. It really soaks up differently than when the page is just completely dry. I do like that. Let's maybe go ahead and put her in here. So we're definitely going to be adding more stuff.